Shout out to all my broke people. For the very low cost of a like, a comment, and a subscription, you can save the life of a YouTuber. Anyway, we got She-Hulk, attorney at law, episode 1. Let's go ahead and check it. You already know I'm big on Marvel. You already know. Not gonna have the video playing because I don't want to get that copyright strike. I'm just gonna do my commentary and all that other good stuff. What's up, Morgan the God? I've seen that plenty of times. Let's skip past this. Yeah, we in here, man. What's going on? Oh, here goes She-Hulk.
What is the responsibility of those with power? Do they merely have an obligation to refrain from the misuse of that power? Or do they have a duty to protect those without it? The defendant used their limitless resources, political and monetary, for financial gain at the expense of public safety, causing the deaths of innocent people. They did this because they believed they would not be held accountable, that their power shielded them from very real consequences.
She talking about
But
heroes.
they knew the jury can prove that's not the case. Show them that they will be held accountable, because those with the most power have the most to answer for.
No.
And you in the game, and you in general profit.
Oh, whoops.
So I'm going to are not helpful.
It skipped.
Accountable, because those with the most power.
I thought you were gonna say those with the most power have the most responsibility, or those with the greatest powers have the greatest responsibility. That's what I thought she was gonna say.
And you in the game, and you are not helpful here at all.
I feel like this is gonna end up coming.
Basically, and you are a man, so you're useless right now. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of people. It seems like that's the whole She-Hulk thing is women are like superior and men are trash or something like that. That's what I keep hearing from people. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? If they throw some jabs at men, I don't. It is what it is. No big deal to me.
We got plenty of time to switch things up and let me do the closing.
Yes, you aren't aware of this, but I will kill you in general prosecute. So I'm going to give you only because it's a conflict of interest, not because I condone murder. Bye, Dennis.
You're gonna listen to a paralegal over another lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, this is unprofessional.
That was so good. It was so good. Seriously? How you used the weight of civic duty during your closing argument. I almost cried during parts of it. Now you just have to top it off with a savage Jen Walters look. What? I don't have a savage Jen Walters.
Savage.
That's perfect.
Savage
really?
look.
Do you think so? Yes. Come on. It's amazing. It's so great. Jen, there is a reason why you were handpicked to go against Jill Canage, okay? The leveling up is happening. This is good. My little baby genius is going to be a district attorney one day.
Maybe one day.
I think they in L.A. because there's a picture of L.A. in the wall.
And if it doesn't go our way, we can just hulk out, blow everyone's mind. No, well, the only hulking out I'm going to do is in the legal sense.
Hulk out.
No, that's not even
She needs to hulk out when we're having sex. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, about that.
Fourth wall break.
It's true. I am a Hulk. And I'm guessing you're not going to be able to focus on this fun lawyer show until you know all about that. So let me get you up to speed. A few months ago, I went on a road trip with my cousin Bruce.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, my arm started to heal. No one thought it was actually.
Yes, that Bruce.
It's all because, I made this little device which keeps me in human form.
That was the longest answer to what have you been up to I've ever heard.
You asked me, so I answered. What's up with this?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on. Is he saying that his arm wouldn't heal because he was staying in Hulk form? So Hulk arm would heal, but his wouldn't? Is it something like that? Like he has to be in human form to heal as a human? Because that doesn't make sense. Remember, he fell on the jumped off the that ship and landed on the bridge, and he was like that, you know what I mean? Like hit the bridge, was doing like this, and he turned into the Hulk. I don't know. It's some type of limiter. Yeah, right. I know, no, the little arm things to keep him from turning into the Hulk. But he said my arm healed. It sounded like he was saying that his arm wouldn't heal because he stayed as the Hulk, and only the Hulk. When the Hulk heals, and then when he heals, he heals. That doesn't make sense. I thought when the Hulk heals, it heals Banner too. Like when the Hulk gets injured, he will heal, and when he turns back into Banner, he will turn back into Banner at normal state. That's what I thought. But yeah, let me rewind real quick to see. We're gonna skip back a little bit.
Yes, that.
Yeah, we're gonna see just in case.
A few months ago, I went on a road trip with my cousin Bruce.
Yes, that Bruce.
No one thought it was.
Yes, that Bruce.
It's not because I made this little device which keeps me in human form.
See, look.
Yeah, it worked. My arm started to heal.
He said, "Yeah, and it worked. I mean, my arm started to
No
heal."
one thought it was.
Yes, that Bruce.
It's not because
And it's his arm started to heal, and it's all because I made this little device which keeps me in human form. So his arm healed because he stayed in human. That doesn't make sense.
made this little device.
That doesn't make sense.
That was the longest answer to what have you been up to ever heard.
You asked me, so I answered. What's up with this? Cheetos and chopsticks?
Yes, so you don't get Cheetos fingers.
It's really
She's
smart.
Cheetos with chopsticks.
No, there's also chip.
Okay, so back to what I was saying before. My theory.
Oh god.
Steve Rogers did not have a girlfriend before he went into the service.
Says who?
The History Channel. So he becomes Captain America, and from that moment on, a symbol of America. He
And a
becomes the
sex symbol.
war hero. Then he's frozen in ice.
Right.
So based on
Right.
everything you told me, after he gets unfrozen, he goes from world-threatening disaster to world-threatening disaster. That's when he's not a fugitive from the law, right? So it seems like he was pretty busy.
Busy what?
Everything that I've already told you about my friend and colleague.
Obviously, Captain America wasn't burning out.
Yo, spaceship appeared right in front of him. Now their car went off the road. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them prices rolling. Roll back. That didn't look too bad though. Okay. Oh, slit her wrist. Look at the slit in the wrist. Her wrist. Look at the slit in her wrist. Her wrist. Got a little slit in that wrist. And it's the right way. It's a long way. Now she had to save Bruce because Bruce can't Hulk out. And I guess he might have took the brunt of the damage or something like that, or she's stronger than him or something like that. Okay, now he bleeding. She got the slit in the wrist, and the blood went inside her arm. His blood came through dripping, went inside of her arm, and she turned into a Hulk. Like immediately. Now Bruce about to Hulk out. Yo, the same thing happened to her that happens to Bruce. Like when she hulked out, she didn't remember what happened. And she just woke up in some random spot thinking she got kidnapped or something. Or did I get drunk? Okay. Walking around looking confused, as would anyone. Ugh. I hate walking around with no shoes on. Like with nothing on, stuff touching all on your feet and what, ugh. And that, I mean, in this scenario, you have to, but
whoever did this to you does not care about you. You do not need him or her.
But you do need shoes because this is another bag. Got some here. Take these right here.
They think that a love interest did that to her,
Get cleaned up. I don't need you to put makeup on.
banged her all up and whatnot.
Anywhere to go?
I have to call my cousin to get me. Can I borrow somebody's phone?
They all helping and whatnot. In real life, they just looked at you and kept on moving.
Fine.
Oh, here goes some evil guys.
I'm waiting for my ride. What's your name? I think my boyfriend's.
Oh, come on. Where you going? Hey, we're just being friendly. Yeah, where you going? So what? You two gonna talk to us?
Basically, she pissed off like, here's some freaking cat callers. They deserve to die. So that's what this situation is. Like there's some debates going on about this cat caller thing. Obviously, in this scenario, she indicated she doesn't want to be bothered, and then she got surrounded by some guys. Obviously, these guys is on some nonsense. But me personally, I don't think it's any a problem with just saying hello to somebody. They're like, no, but your intent, I don't give a damn what my intentions are. You know what I mean? You don't know what people's intentions are when they approach you. They might not have any intentions. You know what I mean? Or they could. Don't matter. But we live in a society where you can't say nothing. You can't be social in society. It is what it is. They're gonna say, but I get it a lot. It is come with the territory. Some people don't get it none. And guess what? The people that get none are actually doing worse than the people that get too much. It's like food. It's better to have too much food than not have enough. Neither one is too much is not good, too little is not good, but it's better to have too much than not have any. Yeah, so look, when they get that attention, guess what? It don't just come with just attention. Sometimes people be getting their bills paid, all kinds of stuff, man. But look, yeah, this right here is crazy. You got 4 people, talking to this lady. She obviously indicates she doesn't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? And then they start all approaching her at one time. You got to be scared. You know what I'm saying? You by yourself in the middle of the night and whatnot. You got to be scared. She don't know what their intentions are. And she just hawked out. She hawked out and just murdered them guys. Now, this time she woke up. It looks like she's probably at home. She's laying in bed. Look like she made it home safely. Nah, that don't look like no house that she would be living at. Is that a hotel or something? Led Zeppelin.
Hello?
It did there. She had some type of resort or something like that. So she can't control her what's going on when she hawk out. Just like what you call them? Yo, there's an Iron Man helmet by the counter. But she can't control it like Bruce can. But eventually she's gonna be able to control it. She gets to the point she controls it way better than Bruce. She can go in and out, no problem. And she doesn't change personalities or anything like that. She's at Bruce's place.
Sorry, I thought I'd get a little work done.
You're Hulk again.
Smart Hulk.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't come up with it. You never have a choice with these names.
Where are we?
Mexico. Don't worry, I talked to your parents. They know we're okay. But this is where I spent the blip fixing myself and integrating the Hulk banner identity.
In this tiny beach house lab.
Yeah, Tony built it for me a few years ago. Tony Stark.
Oh.
Tony Stark's a big homie.
And one day he just swing by and take it back.
That ain't gonna happen now. You now the proud new owner.
Wait. Did we hit a spaceship?
Yeah, it's a car and Class A courier craft. They're probably trying to deliver a message. I got to get to the bottom of that.
Deliver.
That stuff just kind of finds you when you're a Hulk.
It was an outer space
First, we
Uber.
have to deal with you.
Me? What happened to me? I changed.
Look, I'm sorry. I tried to warn you. My blood got into your system, and after the wreck, and you got a lethal dose of gamma radiation.
Lethal? As in I'm gonna die?
No, there was more to it that I'm going to explain.
That is not the sentence to take a
She ain't lying.
You and I.
Lethal means you gonna die.
Combination of genetic factors that allow us to synthesize gamma radiation into something else.
So I turn into a Hulk now too.
I've been analyzing your blood, and the way it synthesized gamma, I was able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh. Because I'm better than you?
It's basic.
Because she's better than him. There's another jab at. I think that's a jab at men. That's cool.
Different.
In a better way.
In conclusion, my arm is.
She said in a better way. He says in conclusion.
Smug.
He skips it.
Smart.
Well, it's pretty smug to call yourself smart.
I didn't come up with it.
You use it. Implied endorsement.
Don't lawyer me. So, now that I've actually analyzed your blood samples.
Okay, Morgan says bunch of men hating in episode 1. It's okay to take jabs at people. If it's episode 1 and if it's not going on the entire time, if this is not all it is to it, then I'm cool with it. It's only episode 1. It's no big deal.
It's way too dangerous to get out in the world, even if there's only 1,000,000% chance that it makes another one of us.
Okay, you've analyzed everything. Now fix me. Get me back to normal.
Jen,
This is your new normal.
Going away.
What do you mean? Give me that little device thing that you had that kept you as Bruce.
That device was a prototype. It was calibrated specifically
Make
to me.
me one for me. Calibrate it to me.
Can't do it.
Yes,
Jen.
you can.
Jen, I have been struggling with this for years. The best that I could do was merge my two halves. Given time in the lab, we could possibly do the same for you.
No, I don't want to be a Hulk.
But you're gonna have to be a Hulk.
Jen, there is no going back to what you were before.
They ain't taking no jabs at women. Yeah, because it's a women's show. Look, we could take jabs at women in the man's show. She can Ray Hulk out.
What do you need?
I need a beer.
You feeling better? Listen. I know this is hard to hear, but you're going to have to change the way you live your life now. Avoid stressful situations. Stay away from people.
Stay away from people. How am I supposed to do my
Avoid stressful situations. Stay away from people. Because otherwise you're going to turn into, a super strong green feminist, and you'll just start wrecking guys. Okay, that's no equality. South Park the GOAT for attacking everything. Yes, that's equality. So you might have a show that attacks men, and then have another show that attacks women, then have another show attack old people, and then have another show attack young people. It's fine. You know what I mean? Those people just don't watch it. And it depends on, how you do it and why you do it. You know what I mean? Taking a couple, like just now, it's only been a couple little jabs. Ain't no big deal.
Stay here until you figure out how to control your Hulk self.
Well, how long is that going to take?
Yes.
This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on coming to terms with being the Hulk. I traced all of my steps through my evolution. I never thought that it would end up being a syllabus, but here we are. Now, with my help, hopefully your progress will go a little bit faster than mine.
You said multi-year?
About 15 years, give or take.
15 years?
Meaning she's going to be trapped there for 15 years. 15 years! Hopefully.
Top priorities to control when you turn.
They doing some analysis on it.
Prevent me from turning into a Hulk.
These transformations are triggered by distressed emotional states, so we need to know the exact threshold that causes it for you.
Ooh, put on a Pixar movie. When Bing Bong jumps out of the wagon and Inside Out.
No, stop. I need to focus.
Disney owned Pixar, so they could talk about it.
Fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
All right, then, let's try this. Stop. I need to focus. The triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the.
So we got a little propaganda right here. He said the triggers are anger and fear. She said those are like the baseline of women just existing. Basically, if you're a woman, you're always in fear and you're always angry. In fear, I don't know about always in fear, but yeah, like think about it. If you're a woman, now women don't want to admit it. Like I had some girl cuss me out about that. She was like, women could do everything a man could do. Then why are you scared at night if you're approached by a man? Because you could fight just as good as him. You can't. Let's be honest. That ain't the truth. So put yourself in a woman's shoes. If you get approached by a guy, you thinking this guy can fucking annihilate me. You know what I mean? That's what you be thinking. And it's the truth. For not all the time, but a lot of the times it's the truth. For the average guy can annihilate the average woman. So that's why they be living in fear. But at the same time, that's usually not what's going to happen. Usually what happens is the guy avoid the woman. You know what I mean? Like they make it sound like their fear is justified in the sense that it's actually happening. It's not actually happening. Yes, it can. So that's why they're scared. But the problem is they're scared. It's not actually happening. If you understand what I'm saying, like it's sort of like living in X-Men. They were scared of mutants. The average mutant could just annihilate the human, right? So the humans are walking around in fear. But when you actually look at the situation, that's true. The humans wasn't going around just jacking up, the mutants wasn't just going around beating up humans. That wasn't happening. So the same thing with the men and the women. Yes, they're scared because it can happen, but it doesn't. Not in modern times. Okay, I've been enjoying this show. It's not nearly as bad as people were making it out to be. It's like people don't know how to relax and have fun with superhero stuff. They see the little jabs and they see some propaganda and whatnot, and it sets them off. I can watch that and still be cool about it. Sometimes it get a little cringe, but I'm not gonna sit there and throw the whole show out just because it makes me a little uncomfortable here and there. It's sort of like the Candyman movie. I really, really enjoyed that new Candyman. They had some propaganda in it. Now, it was mostly pro-black. So a lot of people that wasn't black was pissed off about it. Now, I felt a little uncomfortable about how much they did it. And, but at the same time, I didn't like sit there and say, okay, the whole movie's trash just because it had a message. You know what I mean? Stop it. So the show good. I don't know just yet. I'm only 13 minutes in.
All right, then, let's try this.
Okay, here you go. He's pretending like he's about to kill her so she can Hulk out. If I don't transform, I'm going to die. She Hulked out and broke it. Yo, she pissed off at Bruce. I would be mad too.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a stray horse?
Jen?
Yeah?
Wait, you're still...
She can control herself.
Right now.
Yeah? And I'm conscious.
This is incredible. You don't have an alter ego. You're the only one in there?
As far as I can tell.
It's huge, Jen. think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
He got to fight with the alter ego.
Guy to wrestle with for 10 years.
Or another girl.
Bruh, you know, that's about $1 million worth of damage back there, by the way.
That you got to pay for.
You really don't feel like there's another hand on the wheel at all?
No, it's just me. The first time, it was so intense I could barely remember what was happening, but now it's like, it settled in.
Well, I guess
she got full control over that in just like 3 days.
Yeah, it kind of seems like I'm done here.
Not so fast. You still can't control when you transform.
Okay,
when you transform.
How do I turn back into Jen? How did you do it?
Usually I fall out of a jet or I get knocked out by a robot and I'd wake up as Banner. Or Natasha for a little while would tell me a lullaby.
What?
Or I'll go to a brothel and they'll turn me back into Bruce. If you go to a brothel, they'll make him back into Bruce after they, put it on him. Okay, with these MCU shows, you gotta wait till the ending before we say it's good. Yeah, like I wasn't feeling the first 2 episodes of I mean, it was okay to watch just to see the Easter eggs and stuff like that, but WandaVision, the first 2 episodes, no, you had to wait for the third one. I don't know what was the MS Marvel ending, the Miss Marvel ending. I don't know what was. Oh, that's when they revealed the what you call them, Captain Marvel comes down and they reveal that the X-Men are coming because they talking about they saying that what you call them Miss Marvel was actually a mutant. That's what they're saying. So there you have it. I think she's an Inhuman though.
Okay, it seems like the common thread though is being unconscious.
Not necessarily. One time I was stuck as the other guy for over 2 years. That was in outer space.
No, I can't stay like this for 2 years.
Whoa. You have so much more to learn about being a Hulk. I don't think you've thought through how dangerous this level of power is. You know the damage you can cause? I mean, one mistake, one freak out is literally life or death.
Okay, I'll be careful.
You can't be emotional. Forget Hulk rage. Just regular anger means death and destruction for everything and everyone around you. Now,
you could destroy the planet.
When people start seeing you as a monster that never goes away.
Fine. Teach me how to...
Teach me how to Dougie.
Please.
She said, teach me how to Dougie, please.
Behavioral therapy. It allows us to hold 2 opposing truths at the same time. First, we're going to practice some mindfulness with a few yoga techniques.
Wow, I never thought you'd be into all this mind, body, spirit stuff.
Oh, she turned back.
Dialectical behavioral therapy is an evidence-based psychotherapy. It's clinical, not spiritual.
Let your thoughts drift away, relax your neck, bend your knees if that's more comfortable, holding your
rock, then bend your knees every time the beat drops.
About accepting the situation you're in.
Oh, I thought it was about getting my butt tight as hell.
Gross, Jen, your cousin, just close your eyes and breathe, all right?
Wow.
I can see that you're not ready for DBT, so why don't you get some rest and we'll change tactics in the morning.
Jeez, what the hell, man?
Made a Hulk out.
Overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Is the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. But you're gonna need a reinforce all your furniture.
It seems like Bruce, like from what we hear from the comics, Bruce had some trauma when he was a kid. Then he had multiple personalities, and then when he became the Hulk, one of those personalities actually became real. You know what I mean? The childish personality. It took on the actual physical form. So now it's a multiple personality, but it's his own identity. And maybe that's why he can't control it, because it's not really him. Or it's hard for him to control because it's not really him. Whereas with She-Hulk, that's not the case. It's her through and through. Maybe it's more like a reflex when she learns how to control it. You know what I mean? Like you know how like you flex up or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's like just as easy as like blinking or something like that. I don't know. Okay, yeah, they should have kept Miss Marvel's powers the same. I saw no reason for change. They said it wouldn't fit with the show or something like that. I like the powers, but I do think they should have kept the original powers.
One for Jen and one for your whole side.
You need two wardrobes, one for Jen and one for Hulk. But yeah, another thing is they turned her from an inhuman, I think she was an inhuman, to a mutant. That's fine because it really doesn't make too much of a difference. But it helps introduce mutant slash X-Men to the MCU. So that was actually a good change.
Who's your best friend? Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Boulder toss. He's gonna toss the boulder. Not a big deal.
Okay, through Bolden.
Me? Yeah, just grab a little boulder and take it easy on him.
He's training her in a Hawk form. She threw it way further than him. But I noticed during the commercial, he wasn't really trying. He wasn't trying when he threw the bolt. He just went and it went flying. She actually put some muscle into it. I thought they made it the way they did the commercial or the trailer. They made it seem like she was stronger. He threw that goddamn rock in the orbit. Let's see if she could do it. He competing with her. He's showing how to do the Hawk jump. Ah! That was actually kind of funny. She's trying to compete with him. She got to learn how to control the strength.
Dick, move.
Completely.
So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things. When am I ever going to use this as a lawyer?
Jen, when you have powers like this, it's like putting a target on your back and the backs of all the people you care about.
Oh, cool. Yet another way my life is run. Thanks, Bruce.
All right. All I've been doing is showing you the
He's
downside
jealous.
to being a Hulk, but there are a few upsides.
He's jealous because she's got so much control and so much better, so much faster than he is. And he's got an alternate personality he got to struggle with for the rest of his life. So he's jealous of her. That makes sense. They need to have that in there. That's why he threw her off that cliff. But another thing is he's actually serious about her controlling her powers. So it's not just him I'm just a jealous piece of crap and I'm just trying to ruin your life. I'm trying to help, but at the same time, I'm jealous, so I might take a couple jabs at you here and there.
Our bodies metabolize alcohol at an incredibly fast rate, which means that we can drink so much and not get drunk. All buzz, no buzz.
That's what happened on The Flash. It said they didn't get no buzz.
You built this bar by hand?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, me and Tony. Now, Tony mostly drank, sat around complaining about Steve.
Oh, Steve.
It's a good time doing
BB and TS. Who the heck is BB and TS? Hold on.
Sat around complaining about Steve.
Oh,
Tony Stark.
Steve.
TS is Tony Stark. Who the hell? Bruce Banner. Why the hell I ain't thinking about that? Yeah, Bruce Banner and Tony Stark.
It's a good time during a hard time.
To a good time during a hard time.
Drink to that.
Oh, Bruce, you failed to mention that I still have to deal with a Hulk-sized hangover.
I'll have to put it in the binder.
Well, if she turns into the Hulk, wouldn't that stop the hangover? It should, because he is. Look, Bruce is actually still hulked out and don't look like he's going through a hangover. So I guess if she turns into the Hulk, she won't have to deal with the hangover either.
Waves breaking. Breath, no judgment.
Feel the breaths, no judgment.
So when do you think I can leave?
Let's just focus on each day as they come.
I legitimately do have a life to get back
I
to.
know I've been pushing you through a lot, but being a superhero is a trial by fire.
Oh, he wants her to be a hero.
I'm not going to be a superhero.
She just want to be a regular person.
What else you gonna do as a Hulk?
Return to my career that I have spent years building. Use my law degree that I am.
Bruce got a good point. He's like, yo, you're a Hulk, so you got superpowers, so now you need to be a superhero. It just go hand in hand. You got the power, you got to use it. She just wants to control it so that way she can get back to her regular life. All right. She told me so she wants to pay off a degree and loans and stuff like that. Look, if you're a Hulk, you can pay all that off just by using your powers. I don't know, busting in banks or something like. No, but you could do something with those powers to get some money. I guess you can. I don't know. Be like a Uber or something like that. Instead of using the car, you just come grab somebody, jump from spot to spot, and that's it. Or run. No, you jump when you land, you'll kill them, right? When you kill them, or when you jump and you land, you supposed to throw them up so then catch them or something. I don't know. Okay, I wish they would have shown the Avengers bonding more on screen. I didn't even know Bruce and Tony were friends like that. In the comics, Tony liked Bruce, but he hated the Hulk. They kind of mentioned that in here too. So, yeah, that's the relationship.
It's not one or the other, Jack. I am trying to show you that we can live between what we want and what is. But we can't pretend like we are two of the few people on Earth that can actually protect her, which is why we have to make sure of your ability to tolerate distress and regulate your emotions, especially your anger.
Well, here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger.
Here go the big one. This is the one that somebody sent me on Discord about how they didn't like it because it seemed like they had an agenda against guys. This is it. She said she's great at controlling her anger because we'll see.
Do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert.
Now I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna make my comment on this one. She said she control her anger when she get catcalled, right? That's true. If you're somebody who gets a lot of attention at a certain point in time, when you hit a certain threshold, then it just becomes annoying. That's what it really is. When they talk about men catcalling, they make it sound like, oh, they're being so rude or whatever. No, what's really going on is the women that's complaining are getting too much attention and it becomes irritating for them. That's what it is. Also, at certain times it don't feel safe. So you got that too. But that's mainly the issue is those two. She says that some incompetent men try to explain things to her, even though she knows more than them. Is that really? I guess men are probably more aggressive about that. But I don't know if that's really like a man problem. Like, what I'm saying is, you get that period. Incompetent people try to explain stuff, and it'll piss you off, but you hold back. That's pretty much anybody. But I guess it's probably more men that do that than anybody. So I can give them that. That makes sense. But what don't make sense on here is this. So the first one makes sense, but I don't think it's necessarily in the in the context they like to say it is. The second one, that I give them that. That makes sense because it's probably mostly guys aggressive about talking stuff they don't know about and acting like they do. I give them that. The third one about if she gets mad at a guy or something like that, they would literally murder her. That I could see where somebody would say that's offensive because what world are you living in? We talking about in America where if you get mad at a guy, you just get murdered because you're a woman. That does not happen. Come on, now. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Like if you say, yo, I'm on the defensive because I'm scared because I know these guys walk around with the power to just destroy me. Okay, yes, that's very true. But they're not doing it. If you look at murders, right? It's mostly men being murdered. The people that men primarily murder, and it's not really men, it's only a few guys. It's not too many people that are murderers. That's number one. It's mostly guys. They're not going around murdering women. Girls are more safe in terms of violent crimes. Girls are more safe than men. I think men are the primary victim for every crime outside of sex crimes, and that's it. That's the only thing that they're more in danger for is sex crimes. Every other crime, whether it's violent or not, it's pretty much every other crime is men getting hit the most by a good margin. You know what I mean? So that wasn't even true. That if she gets mad at a guy, the dude would just murder her. Come on, man. What world you living in where that's going on? You know what I'm saying? It might be a third world country somewhere, something like that. But for the most part, women ain't just getting murdered just because they tick a man off. That's not actually happening. So I could see a guy getting mad about that because it's only a couple of guys is psycho enough to do something like that. It's very, 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 very few. 99.9999% of guys ain't walking around murdering people or women in general just because they're women and she pissed you off. You know what I mean? And if a guy do that, more than likely he's a guy that'll do the same thing to a guy. Okay, let me see. Men aren't even getting attacked. They are just shedding some light on the reality of being the women. Right. I'm cool with that. It's no big. No, I'm saying taking jabs is not necessarily an attack. You know what I mean? It's just a jab. You know what I mean? You know what that means. Some MFs are too sensitive. I agree with Halloween King on this one. I definitely agree with Halloween King on that one. I'm not going to sit there and say the show is trash because they said something that kind of irritated me a couple times. Oh, what's going on, Black Doom? Is the show good so far? Seems good to me. Don't seem like really good. Just seems like it's starting off decently good. I'm enjoying it. Okay, yeah, I heard that men are at a higher risk of violent crimes or muggings. I don't know what. Yeah, they are. People are more willing to risk a guy when it comes to violence or any types of crime, except for sex crimes, than they are women. Okay, we get attacked the most and slandered the most. I don't know. We definitely get it. When you say attacked, you mean like physically attacked? If you mean physically attacked, yeah, definitely men get attacked more. If you're talking about slander, I don't know.
Anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
She said
So
infinitely
all of
more.
this
I don't know
is
about
like
that.
projecting
Oh,
a lot of shit on.
oh, my bad. She said she controls her anger infinitely more than Bruce. That's absolutely true. Bruce always hawks out because he has a hard time controlling his anger. So yeah, in terms of her and Bruce, yes, absolutely. I don't know in terms of men and women. I'm not sure. I can't. It's probably I don't know. See, I was getting ready to say women are less violent, so maybe they control their anger more. But it could be that women just are less angry in general. So I'm not exactly sure on that one.
To me.
Physically, then yes, men are more at risk physically than women. Yes. She turned back into human quick.
Love you, Bruce, but I'm going home. I'm gonna borrow the Jeep, take it back to LA. You can pick it up.
She's just leaving. She said, "Yo, I'm done. I got my training in. I'm good."
This is all I've been thinking about, Bruce. I did your dialectical behavior therapy. I can change back and forth, and I'm happy to now get back to my life.
Listen, I know you didn't ask for this, but whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero. And who's going to protect the world if it isn't people like us?
Are you quoting a comic book right now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the idea of being a superhero is not appealing to me. I'm not you, and I'm not going to become you. I don't need to join some secret government contractor squad and have my entire life taken away from me.
My life wasn't taken away.
Really? Oh, so you didn't wind up alone? Hiding away on some remote beach with no friends, no relationships, never seeing your family, and definitely not dealing with a decade's worth of trauma? Why would you want that for me, Bruce? You're a cautionary tale.
That's the price you have to pay for keeping the world safe.
It's not wrong that I am choosing to help people in the way that I've always wanted to.
I spent a lifetime running from this aspect of myself. Denying half of your being is no way to live. Trust me.
Goodbye.
Okay.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm asking you to reconsider.
At some point, she got to accept being a superhero.
Jen, I'm serious.
You're not the only one.
What, you think you're gonna say a bunch of mean things like that and then take off?
Yes.
Yo, she about to run him over. She actually ran him over. She lucky he got off, that she was off his feet. I mean, that he was off his feet. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to stop him.
Dick move.
I learned it from you.
See, Jen, you're doing the best you can.
Instead of taking the car, she could have just hulked out and just ran back.
Dialectical behavioral bullshit.
Yo, she hulked out and punched him. Yo, she beat him up. Of course he letting her.
For the record, I really didn't want to do this.
Oh, he did the super clap and knocked the back.
Why? Wouldn't you listen to someone who's been through all this before?
Because we're different people.
Lunkhead.
Dummy.
She tried to do the super clap. It didn't work. But she got it. But she couldn't do it that good. All it's doing is hurting his ears. It's not actually like he was able to smoke her with it. Man, it gotta be fun being a Hulk if you can control it. If anybody gets a notion to mess with you, they're dead. She done broke his glasses. Now he got to bust her up. He got to. Bruce is a woman beater. But I'm not sure if that counts as a woman beater because she's super powerful. So he knows she could take it, and he's going easy on her too. See, can you count him as a woman beater because she got so much power? You know what I mean? Like the reason why you don't put your hands on women because they're at a disadvantage. But if you look at the situation, she's still at a disadvantage because he's a stronger Hulk. So I don't know. Okay, and saying this to Bruce is effed up. Man went through 3 world wars. Yeah, my man. Yeah, he went through. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce is a soldier. He been through it. You know what I mean? He had faced the end of the world so many times. He's shell shocked. He got PTSD, man. Okay, this girl is insulting Bruce when she's a lawyer. Lawyers are the devil in disguise. He said lawyers are the devil in disguise. Jen is right. Being a hero seems like a horrible life in the MCU. It depends. It depends, man. Ant-Man didn't have such a horrible life until he got trapped inside the quantum realm. Other than that, he's been good. Thor, he was pretty good. Thor was living as a prince or whatever. You know, I think it depends on who you are. Hawkeye went through some stuff. Black Widow went through some stuff. Captain America, him getting frozen was bad, but other than that, he did pretty good. It depends. Iron Man, he went through some stuff, but a lot of that stuff he was going through before he became a superhero. You know what I mean? So I don't know about him. Yeah, it depends. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of responsibilities. That's true. But I don't know if your life is just necessarily going to suck. Okay, they canceling She-Hulk? I don't know. Okay, remember Falcon was still broke, so they definitely not getting paid. Yeah, that's crazy. Falcon, they should not be broke. Maybe not rich, but definitely shouldn't be broke. Okay, being a hero is always is a horrible life. I don't know about horrible life, but it's a lot of responsibility. They depending on you. I think you got to balance it. You know what I mean? And it could be horrible in the sense of you risking your neck all the time. You know what I mean? You going up against superpower beings. You know what I mean? You could die at any time. That's stressful. But it depends. Some heroes ain't doing too bad. It depends. But it's the price you pay for power. That's why all the good Spider-Man stories end sad. Iron Man had the Avengers in the 360 deal. Ah! He had him in the 360 deal. Bruce about to let it go. Anthony Mackie's not broke. Falcon is broke. Okay, She-Hulk just put her initials on the bar.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks for everything. And I'm sorry that I said a bunch of harsh but very true things.
Wow, an apology that still doubles down on a thing you're apologizing for. That's very lawyerly.
Yeah, I'm a much better lawyer than I am a Hulk.
Now who's smug? Look, you changed your mind. Door never closes.
Thanks.
If you change your mind, you can come back to Mexico.
See you, fuzzball.
Being that he can control it, he don't have to stay in Mexico.
So that's how it all happened. And no crazy Hulk stuff since. So now my family knows, and Nikki knows, and you know. Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong. And I never have to be a Hulk. Okay. So now I'm gonna go win this case.
It's weird though. She's breaking the fourth wall.
I ask you to look only at the facts of this case. You'll see that my client was well within his right to protect his business interest. These accidental deaths were an unfortunate byproduct of an ambitious expansion plan. Did my client know lives would be endangered? That is debatable. It depends on your definition of knowing.
Don't screw this up, Walters.
It's Walter.
I thought it was superheroes. No, it looked like just regular businessmen.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Whoa! Yo, supervillain just bust through the wall. Jen starts hiding. She forgot she's a Hulk. Her friend had to tell her, yo, Hulk out. It's that time. You gotta protect us. We all in here scared. She had to tell her. That's crazy. Okay, the only hero we have in real life is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And everyone will be sad to see him go. I don't know if he's the only real hero. Okay, how the heck is Falcon broke when he's a military veteran and was part of the Avengers? That makes zero sense. His expenses might be pretty high. Always on the move, you know, I'm taking planes and all. His expenses might be really high. You think She-Hulk going to sleep with Tony like in the comics? Tony is dead. Wait, is it a different Tony? Okay, they still wouldn't give him that loan. They did Falcon dirty. Right. I know you talk about in what you call him? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. You think Tony coming back? No. No, I don't.
Right now in front of everybody. Come on. Jen,
She like, come on, man. You gonna just let everybody get killed? Oh, your shoes gonna mess her shoes up. There we go. Hulk out.
who the hell are you? Jennifer Walters, attorney at law.
There we go. She just destroyed that lady. The girl was super strong too. I think she's a villain from the comics. But I forgot what her name is. Oh, she gave her some big shoes. Some bigger shoes. Oh no, that's the same shoes. I thought they was bigger. Jen's that girl.
Ready to give my closing argument now.
That's it? All right. didn't seem as bad as everybody kept making it out to be. I'm ready for episode 2. Okay, we gotta cut that off before we go ahead and get that copyright. Now I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward and see if they show us something. Okay, we got a picture of She-Hulk with the Avengers, but these are fake Avengers. Let's see. Get it. Okay, yeah. Here's the scene that's. Okay, we got a scene of the Hulk.
Steve Rogers did so much for his country, and we never got to experience sex. Did you see that ass? Like that ass did not deserve to die virgin. It's like so sad.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
Yes, I knew it.
So basically, she's crying. She says Steve is attractive. He did not deserve to die as a virgin. Now we got this show where they're talking about the struggles of women, right? Well, they're not only at certain points. People make it seem like it was like the entire episode. It was just, rapid fire. It wasn't rapid fire. It was only a few little snippets here and there, a couple jabs at a couple guys. No big deal. I didn't see. I'm not. That ain't hurting my feelings. But now we got lookism. They're saying that people that are more attractive deserve better lives, deserve more access to sex. So in one instance, we're talking about how women need to be treated better. But then in another instance, we're talking about how attractive people needed to be treated, better than average people. What does that say about people that are unattractive? So it's okay. It's bad to discriminate against, well, I guess minorities, women. You know what I mean? What's some other ones? LGBTQ plus. It's bad to discriminate against them. But it's okay to discriminate against, people that aren't attractive. That's a common thing too.
You're not drunk?
Captain America.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay, it just showed what you call them, She-Hulk and or Jen with Bruce back at Mexico. That was it. And it also showed them hitting that like button. Let me just check the comments. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was okay. I kind of enjoyed it actually a little bit. But they do need to put their foot in the gas. I think it was a good first episode. I just felt like the only thing that I agree with people on is the one where she talking about getting murdered. Like, are you serious? That ain't happening. Are you really serious? Like, women ain't just getting murdered just because they disagree with a guy. Come on now, stop it. Come on. That I agree with people on, but everything else I think was fine. Okay, they didn't show a new Avengers team though, as far as I know. I think that the lineup is going to change. Okay, he better. Okay, he better. This new Avengers team is trash. Who's the new Avengers team? She-Hulk, Shang-Chi. I was so excited about him, and it wasn't. It didn't meet my expectations. Kind of let me down. Wasn't bad, but I expected that movie to be so much better, and I expected his character to be so much greater. But he was okay. But it was just like I was expecting a lot more, man. I really was. Who else we got? Okay. I don't know who else is going to be the Avengers, but all right. Nah, the speculated team, Falcon, all right, cool. Falcon's cool. Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, yeah, Spider-Man, She-Hulk. Okay, that team doesn't you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Like think about it. Falcon is not as good as Captain America. He's a downgrade. All right. So he might have to work his way up or something. Captain Marvel is definitely an upgrade. Miss Marvel, her powers is not necessarily a downgrade, but she's new. So she's kind of a downgrade to the team unless she, gets more practice working with her powers. If she can get better, then yeah. Spider-Man is definitely, he could be an upgrade to what you call him? Captain America, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Black Widow. He's an upgrade compared to them. So that's good. She-Hulk is a downgrade from the Hulk. But at least she's good. So I don't know. They don't have the pizzazz of the other team, but as far as power go, I think they're lacking because the other team had Thor too. They had Hawk and Thor. You know what I mean? They got Captain Marvel, but Captain Marvel's really the biggest heavy hitter. She-Hulk is next, but they not on the level of Thor. Wait, no. I think Captain Marvel is she's probably stronger than Thor in the MCU. But She-Hulk is nowhere near. I mean, Bruce will put the, you know what I mean? Bruce will light her up. So I don't think the team is, I don't know. Falcon's a downgrade. Miss Marvel's is a downgrade. Spider-Man's an upgrade. Captain Marvel's an upgrade. She-Hulk's a downgrade. You got more downgrades than upgrade. Aren't ugly people a minority as well, though? See that. Yes, they are, but we're talking about below average, they're not really that much of a minority because you're talking about a good chunk of people. If you're talking about just below average, it's like 30-40%. You know what I mean? It's a big chunk. Not only that, just because let's say ugly people get it the worst, don't mean that average people get it real good. They don't. So average and ugly people are both affected by it, you know, negatively. Whereas with the attractive people, they're affected positively by it. So it's more people being hurt by it than than being helped by it. So even though it affects people, the ugly people the worst, it affects most people negatively. So, you know, more so than anything. So I don't see what your point in bringing that up is, but them discriminating against, you know, what's it called? Them with the lookism, that affects like, I guess like 70% of people, something like that. You know what I mean? It really does. It just affects like the bottom 30 to 40% of people way more than it does the middle about 30-20%. You know, 30-40%, something like that. Then the top 20%, they're just doing excellent. Okay, the team doesn't seem bad, then we gotta wait and see. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad, but it does seem like a downgrade. We gotta wait and see what they do. That's true. It could be more people to the team too. If they add more people and increase numbers, that might make up for it. What's going on, True Finder? I forgot my boy Shang-Chi. Yeah. I'm studying Jehovah's Witness again. He's doing that for women, man. Don't change your religion or become active just for women. And then on top of that, I told you it's not gonna work. Look, True Finder, you want a girl, you gotta change the way you look. Drop 300 pounds, hit the gym, get in good shape, get cut up, shave your head, change your clothes, then you might get a girl. Okay, you and Jehovah's Wowzers. Okay, Miss Marvel is not an Avenger anyway. Her team is the champions. Oh, I didn't know that. That's Miss Marvel. Okay, I was thinking of Captain Marvel. Oh, Captain Marvel. If Miss Marvel ain't part of the team, that's even more of a downgrade. Okay, Iron Man, Cap, and Thor all gone for real. Yeah. Why are you assuming Thor and Bruce Hulk are quitting? I thought from what I'm hearing, I thought that it looked like they were saying that they was going. Maybe Shuri as Black Panther if she actually becomes it. Yeah. Okay, they are still in the team. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, cool. Then we still good. Okay, I have to study with them a while, then get baptized to be Jehovah's Witness. Something's wrong with you, man. What can Bruce do for us now? Be an Avenger. Remember, he's telling Jen to be a superhero. So why would he stop? The new Black Panther better in the new Avengers. That's what I was looking forward to the most. The new Black Panther. I didn't see that. But like with the in terms like in the comics, it might be different. But in the MCU, we only had one Black Panther movie, so it's not going to sit right with me or with a lot of other people too. Okay, I just want Nova Man. He said, I just want Nova Man. Yeah, Nova would be good. Yeah, yeah. Whenever left, I just walked out mean and went home from work Sunday. I don't know what he's talking about. Bruce can do a whole lot. He's still insanely strong and a genius. Yes. Okay, a lot of people believe if you're ugly, then you are done, then you done something ugly in your past life, and it's not good to bring them in your life. That's not true. First off, I don't believe in past life. Second of all you're going to do by treating people like crap because they're ugly is make it even worse. Okay, he got ran over by a truck. He's not the same. He's not the same. Yeah, his mind different. Wait, are you really doing Jehovah's Witness for women? That's what I heard from him. Okay, please say psych because the place is damn near a cult. He said that place is damn near a cult. Because I didn't want to close I didn't want to close by myself since I get paid really low money. I'm not doing it. He said, I'm not doing it for women anymore. I want to know the truth of the world that I won't find anywhere else. Okay, The Rock saved up $1 billion to make this Black Panther movie, and Zack Snyder better stay away. I didn't hear nothing about that. I don't know what that is. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Like the video. Like that video. Stop playing with me. And subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Peace. Okay, you won't find the truth in Jehovah's Witness, dude.